Okay, and welcome to the Saturday night live lesson. Okay, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic weekend and are enjoying yourselves. Hopefully we can have a few people popping in and joining us for today's topic, which will be, of course, looking at the Winter Olympics. Now, the reason why I've chosen this topic is because the Winter Olympics will start, I believe, next week. So it's quite exciting. It's something that we can look forward to, and hopefully the vocabulary will help you if you want to watch the Winter Olympics. It's something that will be relevant, and of course it will be something that you guys can talk about with your friends. Okay, so let's have a look then at, of course, yes, posting this onto Facebook just quickly. All right, fingers crossed. Okay. Won't let me do it for some reason. How very strange. I'm trying to, of course, notify about, of course, the lesson, but Facebook is being incredibly weird. It's just restarting for some reason. Yes. All right, Yusuf, hello, good evening. Hopefully you are doing well. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, hopefully you can stick with us and join in the lesson. That'll be fantastic, of course. Now, today we'll be looking at a lot of vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary is key for this type of topic. We need to know a lot of different vocabulary for us to be able to, of course, talk about it. But yes, we're going to focus a lot on vocabulary. We're going to have a look at the different events, of course. And, of course, we're going to look at using some interesting phrases. I've put in some interesting phrases today. The reason being is because I wanted to kind of, I would say, put in some useful phrases that we can use to talk about this topic in an actual conversation. So we're going to have a look at a mix of idioms and phrasal verbs that will be very useful for us to use in a regular conversation. So hopefully it will be nice for you to enjoy. Okay, so let's have a look here. Rosemary, hello and good evening. Panji, great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Let's just leave it a couple of, just a few seconds, and then we'll get going and start, of course, just so that everybody who wants to join in can join in, of course. All right. It'll be nice for people to join in a little bit more from the start if they can. All right. So yes, let's have a look. I'm just going to share this into... Where am I going to share it to? I'm going to share it into our group as well. That's what we're going to do. All right. Yeah, it's one of those things where I have to do this just so it's possible for people to know that we are live, because some of the notifications are not very good. Julia, hello and good evening. Thank you, of course, for joining. Lovely to have you. Okay. I'll have a bit of a sip of water and then let's get going, really. Whoever else wants to come and join us can, of course, join us throughout the lesson, and they can hopefully tag along and understand what we're looking at. So, as always, let's head over to our presentation start. Okay, and we're going to change over to looking at, of course, the Winter Olympics. Yes. I know for some of you guys, Winter Olympics is not very popular. It's something that maybe you are not very familiar with. And I'm sure that some of these might be incredibly new for you. However, we can use some, if not most of this vocabulary with also other sporting events, right? So it's not specifically for Winter Olympics only. You can use this for other sporting events as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the start. We're going to check out some vocabulary, and if you want to practice along, as always, please write your sentences in the comments, and I will certainly try to either read them out, and if I need to, I will correct them as well. Okay, so let's take a look at some new vocabulary, or important vocabulary. Maybe it's not new. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This is an interesting one. We've got competitor, right? Competitor is a noun. It is a person. Okay, so for example, we can say we have many competitors from all over the world, right? So we could use that one there. So many competitors from all over the world, right? This just means, you can also say athletes as well. Athletes are perfectly okay. Competitors are okay to use. So we can use that one there. We also have competition, right? Competition, again, usually refers to the group of athletes that you are going to be against. Raditya and Arya, hello and good evening. Thank you very much for joining. Lovely to have you. So, competition is usually referring to the other athletes, group of athletes, right? So in this case, you can say the competition is tough this year, meaning that the others are very good, the other competitors, right? So yes, we can use that one there. And again, we can use competition, which is accountable, and this usually means, of course, basically like an event, right? For example, she's won 3 competitions. Yes. So you've got competition, which means, of course, the field of athletes, whereas you've got the countable competition, which means similar to like tournament, when you can actually count how many competitions they have competed in, or how many competitions they've won. Now notice I used a word there called competing or competed. The verb, which is to take part, to actually join the competition, right? So these are really, really useful words and very important ones. So as I said, if you want to try, please go ahead and try and use them in sentences as we go along. He will be competing in the skiing this year. Basically, he will be joining the skiing event. He will be one of the competitors, right? So yes, we have a very interesting differentiation between these words. Competitor is like the athlete. You've got competition, which is uncountable, talking about the field of athletes. You've got competition, which is countable. So she has won 3 competitions, right? Nadia, hello and good evening. Thank you very much for joining. And then you've got the verb to compete, right? To join the tournament, the competition. So we can say he will be competing in the skiing, like the event. So yeah, very, very useful ones for us to talk about in competitive sports, right? What do we mean by competitive? It means that there's always a winner, right? Whenever we're talking about competition or competitive, it's always talking about someone or people wanting to win, right? You have a winner, you have a loser, you have second place, third place. So yes, we have interesting words surrounding that one. All right, the next page for vocabulary is an interesting one. Podium. Yes, podium. Now, podiums, of course, are, where we see three competitors. So you can say here, I'm sure he'll be happy with a podium finish this year. Now, let's take a look then at what a podium looks like, because I'm sure most of you have seen it. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. But let's take a look at what a podium looks like. Right, so I'm going to show you guys an image of a podium, and basically, yes, it's going to be this one here. So this is a podium, right? Yes, so you can see 1, 2, and 3, or if you like, there is another similar podium like this one. Basically, it's the top 3 competitors. There we go. An interesting animation there. So that is a podium, of course. A competitor is useful to build an achievement. Yes, absolutely. Indeed. All right. So we have those. That's what a podium is. Okay, so let's go back here to this one. As I said, I'm sure he'll be happy with a podium finish. That means any finish, 1, 2, or 3, right? First, second, or third, it doesn't matter. He will be happy, right? So that's his goal, is to be on the podium. And talking of course, first, second, and third, we have gold, silver, and bronze medals. Of course, everybody wants the gold medal, but not everybody can get it. So we can talk about this one here, winning, right? So she won the silver medal in the last Olympics, right? You can say he won the gold medal yesterday is okay to use. So yes, or an interesting one, we can turn it into a noun, a medalist. We can say medalist. And that is, of course, a person that wins a medal. He was a gold medalist in Canada, right? In the Canadian Games, I think Vancouver, 2010 maybe. You could say he was a gold medalist in that Olympics, right? Medalist is the person. He won the gold medal. All right. You could also say if someone gets second, we can say they were the runner-up, right? So a runner-up is someone who comes in second. You can say, of course, silver medalist, no problem. Bronze medalist. But sometimes you might hear runner-up, right? The winner and then the runner-up and then third place. That's just some interesting differences that we can use, of course. Algeria football team won the Arab Cup. There we go. Yes, yes. I'm not sure if they give them medals. If they do have medals, then they could say they were the gold medalists, right? That's fine. Or Algeria won the gold medal. You can use that one. I think you have like Asian games as well. I'm not sure when they are though. I should know because I live in Japan, but I don't. Another good one is heat, and that's not being hot. Of course, it means to be hot sometimes, but heats are often the first round, right? The first round of the competition. So, usually they have heats with all of the competitors first, and then usually the top two will go to the next round, right? So, let's take a look at this one. The British skater is going in heat 3. So, heat number 3, you will see the British skater, right? So in this case, you can say is going means competing, right? We don't always have to use the word competing because it will get a little bit too formal, a little bit samey. You can say going in. That's fine. Yeah, it means that they are going to compete, of course. Now we've got also semi-finals and final, right? These are when I would say it gets very interesting. The competition is much stronger in the semi-final and the final. So you can say he reached the semi-final, right? So he got to. So reached and got to are okay to use. Both are very useful and similar to use. Or you could use this one, finalist. She was a finalist in Sochi. That just means that she was in the final in Sochi. Maybe she didn't win. Maybe she came 5th. But she reached the final. She got to the final stage. So you can say she was a finalist is okay for us to use. All right. So that is very, very good, I would say, for us to use in many international sporting events. Okay. So now let's take a look at some things that can happen and which are very interesting during the actual Olympics, right? This one, DNF. Sometimes you may see it on the TV, on the graphics. This means did not finish. Yeah, it's a lovely one to use. And they use it all the time in the Olympics if someone doesn't finish the race. He didn't finish because of a foot injury, right? So he didn't finish. He did not finish because of a foot injury, right? So next to his name would be DNF. All right. It's a good acronym to use. The next one, which is an interesting one, not always used. I think DNF is more commonly used. But the next one, DNS, did not start. Yeah, meaning that the competitor, the athlete, didn't make it to the start of the race for some reason. Hello, Sarriega, lovely to see you. Not too late, don't worry about it. So yes, did not start for some reason. She didn't start the race due to illness. There we go. Maybe overnight she became sick or ill, so she couldn't start the race. So next to her name would be DNS, did not start. The next one is a good one, DQ. This means disqualified. Yes, and this is usually quite serious. He was disqualified because he went into the wrong lane. Yeah. In some sporting events, you have to stay in the right lane, right? This is your lane, right? This is my lane. We have to stay in those lanes. If I step into your lane, I get disqualified. Automatically, I cannot win. I cannot get any placing. First, second, third. No, I am disqualified. Yes, so that's a serious one. Indeed. The next one is a good one as well. Out. Yeah, out. This means that the athlete, the competitor, didn't qualify, right, for the next stage. So, in this case, I need to rectify this one. We need to look at this one here. She went out in the semi-finals, right? She went out. That doesn't mean that she went to the shops or she went out shopping. No, this means that she didn't get the chance to reach the final. Usually, maybe, I think semi-final, maybe the top three go to the final. I could be wrong. But maybe she was fourth or fifth in the semi-final. That means she went out. Yes, she couldn't reach the final. Also, another one, crashed out, is a good one. You hear this one a lot, crashed out. This means that the team or the athlete didn't qualify. And it could be a big surprise, right? The Olympic champion from last Olympics crashed out in the heats. Everybody was shocked. Everybody was surprised. So you can say crashed out as well. The next one is, of course, qualify. This means to advance to the next stage. As I mentioned, maybe the top three or the top two will qualify for the next stage. He qualified for the final after winning the semi-final or the first semi-final, right? So you can say qualify or qualified. Mostly we talk about these in the past, right? We often talk about these events in the past. Therefore, that's why we use qualified. Yeah. You could say he failed to qualify. That's okay. But again, you're using the past of failed, right? Failed to qualify. But yes, he qualified for the final. Yeah, you can use those ones there. Awesome. Fantastic stuff. Very nicely done indeed. Okay, now the next part is what the athletes can achieve. Something a little bit different. Of course, they can win and they can achieve the gold medal, which is what we looked at. But there's some other things that maybe you will see, which are PB. This means personal best. And this is like the best score or distance or time in their career, right? Ever. He got a personal best in the heats. right? His best ever time. He never recorded that time before, or that score before. So we can say personal best, meaning it's my best score or my best time ever. The next one is season's best, right? This is a good one as well, seasons. Because sports, they often have seasons, right? For the winter sports, maybe it's from, I don't know, November to March, possibly. That could be the season. So when we talk about season's best, it means for this season, right? This season only. Maybe last season was better, but this season, yeah, we can say season's best. She managed a season's best in the semi-finals, right? Okay, the next one is Olympic record, or OR when you see on the screens. Now, this is again the best score, time or distance at the Olympics. Only at the Olympics. Yes. You can only get this record when you compete at the Olympics. She smashed the Olympic record in the final, right? We can use that one there. She smashed the Olympic record. It means she got the Olympic record. Yes. So she is the new Olympic record holder. She has the Olympic record. Yes, as I said here, she's the Olympic record holder. The next one is world record, of course. Now, you can have difference, right? You can have world record and you can have Olympic record. Because, of course, someone can get the world record in another event. Another international sporting event, such as the World Championships, right? Doesn't have to be at the Olympics. So, for example, they broke the world record earlier this year. They broke it. So, smashed, broke, those are great words to use when talking about getting the world record or Olympic records. Again, you can say world record holders. They are the world record holders, right? So we can use those ones there. Okay, so interesting vocabulary there. Now we will go back to that one in just a minute. I skipped ahead a little bit too quickly. Okay, so those are the vocabulary, I would say the important ones that we can use and we need. So now, let's have a try at using this vocabulary, okay? So what we're going to look at is, we are going to have a look at the Winter Olympics vocabulary quiz that we're going to look at here, all right? So, let's have a look at this one, and this one is here. There we go. Let's take a look at how to fill in these sentences with the vocabulary that we just looked at. All right. So the first one, this is her first Olympics. I think she should be aiming for a something finish. Gold, podium, or qualify. Which do you think is the best answer? All right. What do you think? Oh, good. Aria, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. All right. Any others? Rosemary, cool. Thank you very much. Great stuff. Yes, this is her first Olympics. I think she should be aiming for a something finish. Sarriega, thank you very much as well. All right, gold, podium or qualify. Than, hello, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Okay. All right. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Okay, so this one is, you guys are absolutely correct. Podium finish. Yes. Very good, Julia. Nice. Okay, next, have a look at this one. This is a tricky one. We have about 30 something in this Winter Olympics. Competing, competition, or competitors. Which one is the correct answer? We have about 30 something in this Winter Olympics. Which one is the correct answer? All right. I see. Well, today, not many people in the lesson today. Maybe the topic is not so interesting for everyone. Oh well. All right. I'm glad you guys are here though. Hopefully, yes, you're going to get this one correct. We have about 30. Which one? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Competition. Okay. Okay. Interesting to see that, actually. Yeah. Most of you guys have gone with competition. Okay. I would say that maybe you could use competition. But in this sense, I would say that probably if you're talking about different sports, we would use events, right? So in that case, I would say competitors are better to use. If we're talking about our country, like let's say you're talking about, let's say the UK. So the UK, we have about 30 competitors in this Winter Olympics. 30 people competing in the Olympics. So competitors is a good one to use. Not so sure, yeah. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. Okay. Now, have a look at this one. She'll find it difficult to win again this year because the something is very strong. So, which one would we use here? Have a look. Which is the correct fit for this one, of course? She'll find it difficult to win again this year because the something is very strong. Oh, yes. Good. Good going. Well done. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. It's quite interesting, as I said, it's quite interesting to see the differences of these words because they can get a little bit confusing. But if you can master these ones, it makes things a lot easier and you can understand a lot more, of course. Good. Okay. So, for Panji, hello, yes. Good. All right. Yeah, in this case, oh, of course, competition is the correct answer. Yes, because we're talking about the other competitors, right? The field of competitors. So in this case, she'll find it difficult to win again this year because the competition is very strong. Yeah, talking about the field of competitors. Good. What about this one here? He got something for a failed drug test. Oh, serious, not good, really bad, right? What could that be? He got something for a failed drug test. Yeah. Again, what do you think this could be? Yeah. I put the acronyms up here, just the letters, because I thought it was interesting for you to see what the acronyms are. Yeah, good. Maybe you guys have seen this before, I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's become popular. Yeah, good. Very good. All right. No problem at all. Yeah, I suppose so, right? You could say, yeah, you could say he did not start. That's okay. But in this case, because we say got, yeah, he got, it means of like he had no choice. Somebody else made the choice for him. So you could say he did not start, but because we're using got, it means disqualified, right? He got disqualified. Another person said, you are disqualified because you failed a drugs test. Yes. Yeah, he got disqualified. Good. All right. The next one. She is the fastest in the world. She is the current something. Season's best, personal best, world record holder. Which do you think is the correct answer for this one? Okay. Panji, straight in there. Good. Raditya, nice. Fantastic. Than, great. Really good indeed. Okay. Straight away. Awesome. Well done. Perfect. Yes. Everybody got this one. Spot on. Yes, she is the fastest in the world. She is the current world record holder. That is right indeed. Yes. Good. The next one. He didn't qualify. Unfortunately, he went something in the heats. Out, qualify, or podium. What would you say for this one? Okay, yes. Very good. All right, nice. Yes, I think everybody's got this one. Spot on again. Very, very good indeed. Yeah, good. No problem. Yeah, unfortunately, he went out in the heats. Yes, he didn't qualify. Spot on. Lovely job indeed. Well done. So that there was just looking at the different vocabulary and checking on some interesting vocabulary that we can use. So now we can move along to the next part, which is, of course, talking about, or not really talking about, but knowing the different events, right? And the reason I say events is because usually when talking about the Winter Olympics, like we usually refer to the sports as events. That's what we often say, is that there are many events. And in this Winter Olympics, there are 15 events which we have in this Winter Olympics. So 15 like groups of sports. And almost perfect. Great. And basically have a look at them and think, how many events is your country competing in? So, do you think your country is competing in all of the events? Or just one? Yeah, let's take a look at the different events, okay? And the names of them, of course. So, the first one is bobsled, right? Bobsled. Now, bobsled is when two men or two women or four men, they push this kind of like long thing down an ice track. Yes, that is a bobsled. Okay, so very interesting indeed. All right, so we have that one there. Okay, the next one is this one here. Okay, the luge, right? The luge. Now, the luge is kind of like when someone is on a tray and they're on their back going down this ice course that the bobsled goes down. So you got luge, which is an interest. Again, you can hear the pronunciation. We don't say lug. Yeah, this one is more of a j sound, luge. Okay. The next one is an interesting name, which is the skeleton. And it's pretty much the same as the luge, but the difference is that they are going head first, right? They're going head first down the ice track. All right. The next one is ice hockey. Yes, ice hockey, where you have lots of skaters with sticks trying to score goals. Yes, that is ice hockey, of course. All right. The next one is figure skating, right? Figure skating. This is kind of like dancing on ice. Yes. They do lots of different moves and twirls, but yes, that is figure skating. The next one is speed skating, right? Speed skating is a good one to use. And this is when maybe like, I don't know, usually 4 or 6 people, they try to go round the track as fast as they can. Very different to figure skating. Figure skating is dancing. Speed skating is all about, as it says, speed, being the fastest. Crossing the line in the fastest time. But then there is also the short track speed skating, which is shorter distance. But again, very similar. Speed skating, short track speed skating, very similar. It's all about speed. The next one is curling, right? Curling. They have these big stones that they push along and they try to score inside some targets. And that is called curling. Now, the reason I'm not showing you pictures of these is because I'm going to show you some pictures in a quiz. Now, I want you to try and think of what they look like, image them in your head, and then see if you can match them to the images that I show you in the quiz. All right, so curling is when they try to throw these stones into this target area, of course. All right, so that was the first 8. Now we got some more. Pretty much a straightforward one. Alpine skiing, or skiing, right? Going down the hills very fast, right? The next one is freestyle skiing. This is when they do lots of tricks and jumps and twists and turns. It's all about style. Alpine skiing is all about speed. Yes. It's quite an interesting thing, right? In the Winter Olympics, a lot of the sports, the events, they are either looking at the style or the speed. Those are the two main factors, of course. The next one is snowboarding, right? Snowboarding. Again, there are a few different things that you can do in snowboarding. Most of them are to do with style. But some of them, like snowboard cross, is all about speed. You have 4 snowboarders next to each other trying to win the race. So yes, that's quite an interesting one. The next one is biathlon, right? This is when they're skiing, cross country and shooting at the same time. So they have to ski to some targets and then shoot and then continue skiing. Cross country skiing is just, as it says, you're going across certain places and you're just skiing, not necessarily downhill. It could be up a hill. It's kind of, different terrain. Aria, I have no idea either. Yeah, I should Google that one actually. Is India competing? Participating is another one. Participating, competing. Yeah, either one is okay to use. Good. Ski jumping. Yeah, usually a big jump that they go down. And then they fly through the air. Sometimes like 150 meters or something. Yeah, pretty crazy. Scary stuff, I think. The next one is an interesting one, and I think it's new. It's called Nordic Combined. So they combine ski jumping and cross-country skiing into this event. So yeah, very interesting. Quite a new one, of course. Okay, so now then, let's have a look at the events and see if you guys can match what we just looked at to the pictures, the images that I'm going to share with you now. Okay, so let's take a look then at the events here. So, which event do you think this one is? Mimi, hello, good evening, good afternoon to you, hope you're doing well. Is it the skeleton, bobsled or luge? Which one do you think this one is? Okay. Any ideas? What do you think this one is? Yeah. 3 choices here. The skeleton, the bobsled, or the luge? What do you guys think is the correct answer? Okay. This is tough, yes. It is tough if you're not familiar, right? Of course, it's very, very tough. But it's fun to learn about new events, new sports. Of course. So, yes. Okay. Hang-out, nice. Bobsled, I think, but I don't know what's bobsled mean. I just talked about that one though. But yeah, difficult to image if you're not familiar, right? Very difficult. If you really don't know, it's hard. Yeah. But talking about unfamiliar situations, unfamiliar topics is very, very important. We don't always talk about everything that we know. This one is the luge because it's lying down on their back. So this one is the luge. Yes. So a different one. So the luge is the one where they are on their backs. Now, how about this one here? What is this one doing? Biathlon, skeleton, or figure skating? Which one do you think? Yeah, I don't know. Which one do you think is good to describe this one? Biathlon, skeleton, or figure skating? Yes, this one should be easy, I think. Really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, this one's an interesting one, of course. Okay. Actually, this one has a really interesting name. It's the skeleton. Because they go down head first. Yes. So skeleton is the one that they use for this one. Yeah. Very interesting indeed. So yeah, skeleton is head first. Luge is on their back. All right, this one here. Ice skating, ski jumping, or cross-country skiing. What do we think for this one? Picture was really funny. Yeah, it was. They were jumping on top of it, right? Yeah. It's kind of cool. This one. Ice skating, ski jumping, or cross-country skiing. Alrighty. Okay, interesting. Yeah, a few cool, like, different answers, which I like. It's good. It's very, very good. Okay. Nice. Good. There's a few good answers here. And a few, I would say, perfect answers. Cross-country skiing is the correct answer. Yes, because it's not up, it's not down, it's going across country. Yes. Yeah. Not really, no. I will certainly say the reason why is because it's not on ice, it's snow. So that's the difference of it. Ice skating is purely on ice. Yes. This one. Okay, what's this one here? Ski jumping, figure skating, or downhill skiing? Yeah, this one should be pretty easy. This one should be really, really good for you guys to get. Okay. Yeah, Rosemary, your first answer was right. Absolutely. Yeah, it was perfect. Very good. Okay, yes. Most of you guys got this absolutely perfect. All right. Very good indeed. Yes, this one is, as you can see, yeah, as you can see here, he is jumping. So this one is ski jumping. Yes, ski jumping. Yeah, very big jump that, that he's doing there. Now this one, what is this one here? Speed skating, figure skating, or ice hockey? What do you think this one is? Yeah. Speed skating, figure skating, or ice hockey? Which one? Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. All right. This one is speed skating. Hockey is with sticks. They're trying to score a goal. This is all about speed. Yeah, skating at speed. Right? So yeah, good. How about this one here? Now this one's an interesting one. Curling, ice skating, or bobsled? Yeah. This one's an interesting one. Yeah. Yeah, this one's an interesting one. Really? Okay. You're not sure about your answers now. Okay. I see. Just have a guess. As I said, these are new words, new vocabulary, right? It's cool for us to learn about the new ones. Right? We don't always have to know. Oh, some people have got this one nicely. Well done. Very good. Very, very good indeed. All right. Fantastic. Okay, this one is, as I said, they're throwing stones into a goal. This one is curling. Yes. And the UK is good at it. Yes. The UK is actually quite good at it. All right. What about the next one? This one here. Skeleton, ice hockey, or bobsled? Right? This one here. Skeleton, ice hockey, or bobsled? What do we think? Yeah. Oh, good. Very good. Very good. Well done. Yeah, this is an interesting one as well, right? This one has sometimes four men pushing it. Yes. As you can see. Yeah, good. Very, very good. So yes, bobsled is the correct answer. Great stuff. Now this one you should be able to get easily now. Speed skating, ice hockey, or cross-country skiing? Yeah, number 7 was bobsled, right? Number 7 was bobsled. This one, what is this one here? Speed skating, ice hockey, or cross-country skiing? Oh, good. Yeah, very good. Nice. Okay, interesting. Couple of mixed of different answers. Yeah, mix of different answers. As you can see, they've got sticks. They've got sticks. Yeah. So, they are playing hockey, right? So, it's ice hockey, of course, for this one. Good. Very good indeed. Okay. Yeah, Rosemary, you are. You thought correctly. This one here, ski jumping, speed skating, or snowboarding? Which one do we think is the correct answer? Yeah, which one do you think is the right answer? Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, interesting. It's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting to see. Like the answers, of course. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, well done. Yes, you got there in the end. This is snowboarding because they're on a board. Actually, this is snowboard cross, where there's 4 that are trying to get down and finish in the fastest time. Yes, snowboarding is the right answer. Very good. Very, very good indeed. So, yeah, a little bit interesting. Like, I know it's not easy, and I know that some of those are completely unfamiliar to you guys. But it's kind of cool to be able to see and understand new sports, new events. So that's one way that you can, of course, broaden your knowledge of speaking about different things. So yes, that's a good one for us to use. All right, so let's move along to the next one, which is not going to be conversation. No. We will do the conversation in just a second. However, as I said to you, I would like to show you some interesting phrases, right? And the first one is pulled out, right? Pulled out. And this means that the competitor, the athlete, decided not to compete before the race started. So again, you could say DNS, did not start. But you could say pulled out. Maybe through injury, illness, could be maybe an argument, anything could be the reason. The next one is retired. Yes. And this usually means during the event, right? So this is during the race, during the event. And this is when the athlete does not finish. They can say retired. Again, this could be through injury. This could be through possible, maybe their equipment is broken. So yes, could be many reasons why. All right. The next phrase is the favorite, right? If someone is the favorite or one team is the favorite, this means that everyone expects them to win, or most people expect them to win. Yes, that's why we call them the favorite, because they are the favourites to win. Everyone thinks that team or that athlete will win. The next one is the underdog, right? The underdog. All right. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. No problem at all. The underdog is the person everyone thinks will lose or will not get close to winning. Yeah, but they will not get close to winning. So they can say, or we can say, they are the underdog because we don't think they will win the race. They will win the tournament. So yeah, we can say underdog. The next one, I like this one. This is cool. Neck and neck. Neck and neck. It means that it's very close. Yes. So yeah, when you say something is neck and neck, it means that it's very close, not too far away from each other. The next one is this one, which is kind of a cool one to use. We would say it's a something horse race, right? For example, how many teams or how many athletes we think can win. So it's a 4-horse race, meaning we think there is a possibility of any of those 4 winning, right? So yes, we can say it's a 4-horse race, right? It's a good one to use. The next one is an upset. Yeah, an upset. This is when someone wins, usually the underdog, that you didn't think could win. So if the underdog wins, it's a big upset because nobody expected it. And the next one is pipped. Pipped is a good one to use as well. It means that someone just got there ahead of another athlete, another competitor. So we say pipped. Yeah, they pipped them, meaning just got ahead of them. Awesome. So these are really useful and interesting phrases that we can use, of course. And some of these you will see in the conversation example in just a moment. But before that, let's practice using these ones, okay? So once again, we're going to go back to, of course, looking at our quiz. So we're going to look at our interesting phrases, of course. And we're going to go to, yeah, this one here, okay? All right, let me see. There we go. So let's have a look here. The first one is he's the current world record holder. He is certainly something. The underdog, the favourite, an upset. Which one do you think is the correct one here? Ah, that's good. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always good to go back and review. Yeah, he's the current world record holder. He is certainly something. Yeah, good. All right, nice. Very well done indeed. Yeah, very good. Lovely stuff. Of course. Yeah, I think everybody's got this right. Notice how some people, you guys spell favourite, F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E, but I have used F-A-V-O-U-R. That's just because it's the British way of spelling it. So don't worry. There's not a huge difference. Yes. Okay, good. Nice. Well done. Okay, good. The next one is this one. Her form is not good. She hasn't won a race in about a year. She is what? Pulled out, the favourite, or the underdog? Yeah. Her form is not good. She hasn't won a race. So, what would we use? Pulled out, the favourite, or the underdog? Which is the right answer for this one? Okay, good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, great stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, good. Yeah, you guys are spot on with this one. Well done. Yes, because she's not good. She hasn't done very well. So she is the underdog. Nobody thinks that she can win. Yeah, good job. All right. The next one here. What about this one here? What something? No one gave her a chance. Right? Yeah. What? And then something. Retired, an upset, or a favourite? Which one? Yeah, what? And then something. No one gave her a chance. Which one is the best one for this one? Yeah, good job. Well done. Lovely. Very good. Yeah, nice. Nice. Very, very good indeed. Yes, absolutely. What an upset. Yeah, nobody expected her to win, so it was a big upset. Yeah, good. Very good indeed. All right, the next one. It's something I don't know who will win or who'll win. Okay. Sure. Absolutely. Try. No problem at all. It's all about trying. You don't have to know it perfectly, but if you can try, then great stuff. Very good. All right. So, the next one here. Okay. Well done. Yeah, good. Perfect stuff. Good job, guys. Yes. So it means it's close, right? It's neck and neck. Yeah, good. It's neck and neck. I don't know who will win. Absolutely. Okay. What about the next one? This is something I can't see any of the others winning. Right? This is something I can't see any of the others winning. Okay. So what would we use here? Yeah, this is, retired, an upset, a 3-horse race. Which one would we use? Yeah. Oh, good. Very good. Nice. Fantastic. Absolutely. Yeah, everyone's got this spot on as well. Yeah, because we can only see some of them winning, right? So we can say we can only see 3 possibilities. So it's a 3-horse race. Absolutely. Good. You could say it's a 1-horse race if you think only one can win it. That's okay to use. Okay, the next one. The bobsled team something because their sled was broken. Yeah. Oh, good. Yes. Good, good, good. Yes, the bobsled team something because their sled was broken. Yes. If it's broken, they probably cannot continue. Right? Yeah, good. Very good. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Pretty sure everyone, or most people, got that one right. Yes, retired. Lovely stuff. Well done. The next one is she was just something on the line by the American. Yes, Aria, yes, you're right. It is similar to retiring because of injury. It doesn't mean that they are too old and they retired completely. It just means for that race, for that one, yeah. So, she was just something on the line by the American. Yeah. Okay, good. Very good. Great stuff. Well done. Radicia, yeah, cool. Awesome. Julia, good. Aria, nice. Rosemary, well done. Very good. Very, very good. Than, yes. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Yeah, very, very, very good. Salariega, good. Pangat, nice. Well done. Yes. She was just pipped on the line, meaning just. Yeah. The American just got ahead of her. Well done. And the last one. She something because she had food poisoning. Right? She something because she had food poisoning. Pipped and upset or pulled out. Which one do we think is the best answer? She something because she had food poisoning. Yeah. Or food poisoning might be really bad. Ooh, not good. Yes. Okay, good. Very good. Yeah, you can. You can say that one. Yeah, but with, of course, using these ones, I would say withdrew is great to use, but pulled out is certainly something that is often used when talking about sports, especially Olympic sports as well. Yeah, so we would use those ones there. Awesome. Very good stuff indeed. Lovely. Absolutely no problem with those ones at all. Great. So now I'm going to show you how to use some of the vocabulary and the phrases that we have looked at for today in a conversation. So let's take a look at the conversation together. All right. So, have you been watching the Winter Olympics? Yeah, I've caught a few of the events on the TV. The snowboarding was really exciting the other day. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Just need to fix a little bit. Okay. The snowboarding was really exciting the other day. Yes. Oh, I know. They were neck and neck all the way. And the Austrian just pipped her to the line. Good. I couldn't believe it, but not as shocked as our speed skater going out in the heats. That was a real surprise. It was, but I think that the speed skating always has an upset or two along the way. Do you remember that final when they all crashed out? And the one at the back had a clear path to the finish line. Oh yeah, he was the underdog in that race. No one gave him a chance, but he walked away with the gold medal. So, what's your favourite event? I must say I do enjoy the curling. There's something about it that makes it really interesting. Plus, the men's team should get a podium place in this year's games. How about you? Well, being from Canada, ice hockey is my fave. Now notice here, you can use favourite or fave. It's quite a natural, I would say, contraction that people use. So you can use fave is okay. I grew up playing it and now I love watching it. Thankfully, we are really good at it. It should be here. We are. It should be we are. Yes. Or we were, my mistake. We were the gold medalists. Yes. All right. We were the gold medalists at the last games. Awesome. We don't compete in ice hockey. We don't have a team. Okay. So, that's what we're going to be looking at for this conversation. So, let's give it a try. I will be the red parts. You guys can be the blue parts for the start. Okay, so let's give it a try. I will start things off being the reds. You can then be the blues. Have you been watching the Winter Olympics? Okay, your go. Oh, I know. They were neck and neck all the way. And the Austrian just pipped her to the line. Okay, your go. It was. But I think that the speed skating always has an upset or two along the way. Do you remember that final when they all crashed out? And the one at the back had a clear path to the finish line. Okay, your go. So, what's your favourite event? Okay, your go. Well, being from Canada, ice hockey is my fave. I grew up playing it and now I love watching it. Thankfully, we are really good at it. We were the gold medalists at the last games. Okay, your go. Okay, nice. Well done. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Awesome. So that there is just getting used to having a conversation. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of useful vocabulary and phrases that we looked at already in that conversation. So now let's change over. You guys can be starting things off with the red sentences. So there you go. The first sentence is up on the screen. So please start off the conversation. All right, go for it. Yeah, I've caught a few of the events on the TV. The snowboarding was really exciting the other day. Okay, now your turn. I couldn't believe it, but not as shocked as our speed skater going out in the heats. That was a real surprise. Okay, your turn. Oh yeah, he was the underdog in that race. No one gave him a chance, but he walked away with the gold medal. Okay, your go. I must say, I do enjoy the curling. There's something about it that makes it really interesting. Plus, the men's team should get a podium place in this year's games. How about you? All right, your turn. Awesome. We don't compete in ice hockey. We don't have a team. Okay. Well done. Very, very good indeed. Absolutely no problem there. So there you go. That was looking at an example conversation, right? Looking at a possibility of using those words and those phrases that we looked at before in, of course, our conversation. All right, very well done indeed. So, fantastic stuff. That was, of course, looking at and talking about the Winter Olympics. I know that some of those were interesting or not familiar, certainly not familiar for you guys. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed those ones there and you can use them for different things. As I said, some of the vocabulary, some of the phrases, they can be used and changed to other events or other sports. So it doesn't only have to be the Winter Olympics. You can use them for other things as well. But awesome, great stuff, guys. Thank you very much indeed. And that is, of course, looking and talking about the Winter Olympics. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. I do appreciate it. So yes, hopefully you enjoyed that lesson of talking and learning about the vocabulary and phrases as we just did. All right, so that's it for today's lesson. Yes, we will be looking at something different, of course, in the next live lesson, which will be on Wednesday next week. Okay. And actually, this will probably be the last Saturday live lesson. And yes, Rosemary, thank you very much. Indeed, thank you for joining. This will probably be the last Saturday live lesson because as I said before to you guys, I want to change and give you guys some more quality and much more flexibility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this time with a recorded video, right? So every Wednesday we will have the live lesson, and then every Saturday I will upload a new recorded video or lesson as well. This just helps me to keep the quality and also explore different modes of being able to present language, vocabulary and phrases. So that going forward will be our schedule. So I hope you all will enjoy the content that's coming. I want to be a little bit more creative, and I want to explore some different ideas and ways of presenting new language and vocabulary and phrases to you guys. So as always, thank you very much for your support. Really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again very soon. So for now, guys, that's all from me. Please enjoy the rest of your Saturday and, of course, the rest of your weekend as well. Take care. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.